Thomas 11. Jesus said, "This heaven will pass away, and the one above, it will pass away. The dead are not alive, and the living will not die. During the days when you ate what is dead, you made it come alive. When you are in the light, what will you do? On the day when you were one, you became two. But when you become two, what will you do? The disciple said to Jesus, "We know that you're going to leave us. Who will be our leader?" Jesus said to them, "No matter where you are to go to James the just, for whose sake heaven and earth came into being." Jesus said to his disciples, "Compare me to something and tell me what I am like." Simon Peter said to him, "You are like a just messenger." Matthew said to him, "You are like a wise philosopher." Thomas said to him, "Teacher, my mouth is already unable to say what you are like." Jesus said, "I am not your teacher because you have drunk. You have become intoxicated from the bubbling spring that I have tended." And he took him and withdrew and spoke 3 sayings to him. When Thomas came back to his friends, they asked him, "What did Jesus say to you?" Thomas said to them, "If I tell you one of the sayings he spoke to me, you will pick up rocks and stone me, and fire will come from the rocks and devour you." Jesus said to them, "If you fast, you'll bring sin upon yourselves. And if you pray, you will be condemned. And if you give to charity, you will harm your spirit." When you go into any region and walk about in the countryside, when people take you in, eat what they serve you, and heal the sick among them. After all, what goes into your mouth will not defile you. Rather, it's what comes out of your mouth that will defile you. Jesus said, "When you see one who was not born of woman, fall on your faces and worship. That one is your Father." Jesus said, "Perhaps people think that I have come to peace upon the world. They do not know that I have come to cast conflict upon the earth, fire, sword, war. For there will be 5 in a house. There'll be 3 against 2, and 2 against 3. Father against son, and son against father. And they will stand alone." Jesus said, "I will give you what no eye has seen, what no ear has heard, what no hand has touched, what has not arisen in the human heart." The disciples said to Jesus, "Tell us, how will our end come?" Jesus said, "Have you found the beginning then, that you're looking for the end? You see, the end will be where the beginning is." Congratulations to the one who stands at the beginning. That one will know the end and will not taste death. Jesus said, "Congratulations to the one who came into being before coming into being. If you become my disciples and pay attention to my sayings, these stones will serve you. For there are 5 trees in paradise for you. They do not change summer or winter, and their leaves do not fall. Whoever knows them will not taste death. The disciples said to Jesus, "Tell us what heaven's kingdom is like." He said to them, "It's like a mustard seed, the smallest of all seeds. But when it falls on prepared soil, it produces a large plant and becomes a shelter for birds of the sky." 샬롬, 소중한 조언님, 감사합니다. Mary said to Jesus, "What are your disciples like?" He said, "They are like little children living in a field that is not theirs. When the owners of the field come, they will say, 'Give us back our field.' They take off their clothes in front of them in order to give it back to them, and they return their field to them." For this reason, I say, if the owners of a house know that a thief is coming, they will be on guard before the thief arrives and will not let the thief break into their house, their domain, and steal their possessions. As for you then, be on guard against the world. Prepare yourselves with great strength, so the robbers can't find the way to get to you. For the trouble you expect will come. let there be among you a person who understands. When the crop ripened, he came quickly, carrying a sickle, and harvested. Anyone here with 2 good ears had better listen. Jesus saw some babies nursing. He said to his disciples, "These nursing babies are like those who enter the kingdom." They said to him, "Then shall we enter the kingdom as babies?" Jesus said to them, "When you make the 2 into 1, and when you make the inner like the outer, and the outer like the inner, and the upper like the lower, and when you make male and female into a single one, so that the male will not be male, nor the female be female. When you make eyes in place of an eye, a hand in place of a hand, a foot in place of a foot, an image in place of an image, then you will enter the kingdom." Jesus said, "I shall choose you 1 from 1,000, and 2 from 10,000, and they will stand as a single one." His disciples said, "Show us the place where you are, for we must seek it." He said to them, "Anyone here with 2 ears had better listen. There is a light within a person of light, and it shines on the whole world. If it does not shine, it is dark." Jesus said, "Love your friends like your own soul. Protect them like the pupil of your eye." Jesus said, "You see the silver in your friend's eye, but you don't see the timber in your own eye. When you take the timber out of your own eye, then you will see well enough to remove the silver from your friend's eye." If you do not fast from the world, you will not find the kingdom. If you do not observe the Sabbath as a Sabbath, you will not see the Father. Jesus said, "I took my stand in the midst of the world, and in flesh I appeared to them. I found them all drunk, and I did not find any of them thirsty. My soul for the children of humanity, because and do not see, for they came into the world empty, and they also seek to depart from the world empty." But meanwhile, they are drunk. When they shake off their wine, then they will change their ways. Jesus said, "If the flesh came into being because of a spirit, that is a marvel. But if a spirit came into being because of the body, that is a marvel of marvels." Yet I marvel at how this great wealth has come to dwell in this poverty. Jesus said, "Where there are three deities, they are divine. Where there are two or one, I am with that one." Precious Mohammed Hesam. Thank you so much. Jesus said, no prophet is welcome on his home turf. Doctors don't cure those who know them. His hometown. Jesus said, a city built on a high hill and fortified cannot fall, nor can it be hidden. Jesus said, what you will hear in your ear, in the other ear proclaim from your rooftops. After all, no one lights a lamp and puts it under a basket, nor does one put it in a hidden place. Rather, one puts it on a lampstand, so that all who come and go will see its light. Jesus said, if a blind person leads a blind person, both of them will fall into a hole. Jesus said, one can't enter a strong person's house and take it by force without tying his hands. Then one can loot his house. Jesus said, do not fret from morning to evening and from evening to morning about your food, what you are going to eat, or about your clothing, what you are going to wear. You are much better than the lilies, which neither card nor spin. As for you, when you have no garment, what will you put on? Who might add to your stature? That very one will give you your garment. His disciples said, "When will you appear to us, and when will we see you?" Jesus said, "When you strip without being ashamed, and you take your clothes and put them under your feet like little children, and trample them, then you will see the Son of the Living One, and you will not be afraid." Jesus said, "Often you have desired to hear these sayings that I am speaking to you, and you have no one else from whom to hear them. There will be days when you will seek me, and you will not find me." Jesus said, "The Pharisees and the scholars have taken the keys of knowledge and have hidden them. They have not entered, nor have they allowed those who want to enter to do so. As for you, be as sly as snakes, and as simple as doves." Jesus said, "A grapevine has been planted apart from the Father. Since it is not strong, it will be pulled up by its root and will perish." Jesus said, "Whoever has something in hand will be given more, and whoever has nothing will be deprived of even the little they have." Jesus said, "Be passers-by." His disciples said to him, "Who are you to say these things to us? You don't understand who I am from what I say to you. Rather, you have become like the Judeans, for they love the tree but hate its fruit, or they love the fruit but hate the tree." Jesus said, "Whoever blasphemies against the Father will be forgiven, and whoever blasphemies against the Son will be forgiven. But whoever blasphemies against the Holy Spirit will not be forgiven, either on earth or in heaven. Jesus said, Jesus said, a person cannot mount 2 horses or bend 2 bows, and a slave cannot serve 2 masters, otherwise that slave will honor the one and offend the other. Nobody drinks aged wine and immediately wants to drink young wine. Young wine is not poured into old wineskins, or they might break, and aged wine is not poured into a new wineskin, or it might spoil. An old patch is not sewn onto a new garment, since it would create a tear. Jesus said, if 2 make peace with each other in a single house, they will say to the mountain, move from here, and it will move. Jesus said, congratulations to those who are alone and chosen, for you will find the kingdom, for you have come from it, and you will return there again. Jesus said, if they say to you, where have you come from? Say to them, we have come from the light, from the place where the light came into being by itself, established itself, and appeared in their image. If they say to you, is it you? Say, we are its children, and we are the chosen of the living Father. If they ask you, what is the evidence of your Father in you? Say to them, it is motion Right now, I cannot read the chat. I'm sorry. And my Wi-Fi is not working. Thank you so much for sharing this precious moment. Wishing everyone have a peaceful